Hello everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Today we're going to be making a quick recipe. This is highly requested by all viewers. This is going to be a white chicken korma. So it's going to be white. It's not going to have any color in it as far as turmeric or tomatoes. So it's a very simple recipe. Let's get started. I'm going to show you all the ingredients. So here I have 1.5 whole chicken. So I have one whole chicken, and the rest I put some breasts in because in our house there are more people that eat the white meat. So that's that. And then I've got salt. For our marination, we're going to be using 1 tablespoon and a half of ginger, a tablespoon and a half of garlic. We're going to be using 1 teaspoon of lemon pepper. We're going to be using 2 tablespoons of green chili. Chilies, you can just grind chilies up, or you can even just cut them up thinly and you can add that. Now here I have about a tablespoon of black pepper. Now I'm using black pepper. It is better to use white pepper because you're making a white korma. But I'm going to be very honest with you that I don't like the smell of white pepper. I don't know what it is about white pepper, and since we're gonna eat this, I chose to go with the black pepper. But if you don't mind it, and if you're making it for your home, go ahead and use the white pepper if you like. So we're gonna be using 2 tablespoons of olive oil when we do the marination, and then we're also gonna be doing 2 tablespoons of olive oil when we do the curried part of the chicken. Here I have 1 whole onion. It was a big onion that I peeled. I chopped, cubed, and then I pureed it. So it's just a plain sweet onion that I pureed. Now, for our the curried part of this dish, I have here a teaspoon and a half of cumin seeds, a teaspoon and a half of cumin and coriander powder. I have a couple bay leaves here, 1 cinnamon stick. I have 2 dried red chili peppers, and then I have some curry leaves here, about 5 or 6 of them. Now I choose to add the curry leaves just to give it this curry more taste, just because I feel like we are limited to not adding the turmeric and the tomatoes and stuff. So I kind of want to make this really, really tasty. And then we're going to be using 1.5 cups of yogurt. Now I want to show you here this yogurt. You see how when you drop it, it's not a pouring consistency. So I'm going to be using half of this in the marination. The other half, we're going to thin it out by using either water, or if I get enough gravy or stock that comes out of our chicken, I'll add it in here. And then then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add crema. If you don't want to use this crema, the reason I'm using it is because we're substituting ground cashews and ground almonds for the crema to give it more body, more thickness, and a bit more taste. So if you are okay at home and you don't have any kids or anybody with allergic reactions to either cashews or almonds, go ahead and peel your almonds, and you can do about 10 almonds and about 10 cashews, soak them in water, and then puree them. So we're going to be a really nice thick consistency. So we've discussed all our ingredients here. Now let's start cooking. Casanado, lemon pepper, green chutney, kari mari, and dahi. Mix. You want to marinate the chicken for an hour or 2. Because I'm making this for the show, we're going to use it right away. Jiru or cumin seeds. Curry leaves, kelimbro, bay leaves, cinnamon ke taj, red marcha or red peppers, onion ke dungri puree, dhana jiru or cumin and coriander powder, so you want to cook this onions just a little bit so that you get the raw taste of the onions out. Once this becomes a little bit more where the water has disappeared, then we'll start adding our yogurt and our chicken in here. You see there's going to be a really nice aroma coming out of this what's going on here. Now I don't want to completely dry up the onions. I want that little bit of water in there. So this is the time I'm going to be adding our marinated chicken in. So at this time, what I am going to do is the chicken is nicely cooking up here. I'm going to cover it and let it cook. And I want to see once the gravy comes out, we're going to be adding this gravy to the yogurt and then finishing the cooking up. So I'm going to go ahead, cover this up. When we come back, I'll show you our next step. In about 7 minutes, and I don't want the liquid to completely disappear. So at this time, I'm going to start taking out some of the gravy here and putting it in our yogurt. So you see, I'm just taking out some of the gravy. This is gonna really give it a good taste. I need to take that red pepper out. We don't need that in here. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you. We're still we're gonna need to add a little bit of water in here. Cinnamon goes back in. Okay, so see, now I'm mixing it, but it still doesn't have the pouring consistency. So I'm going to add water in it. I'll show you what consistency you want. So see how we have a pouring consistency now? I'm going to put this back in the chicken. Alright, so the yogurt goes back in, and now we are going to make sure that our chicken is completely cooked through. I'm also going to go ahead and add our cream in there, and then so I'm going to give it about 15 minutes to make sure that all our chicken is cooked through, and then our chicken korma is going to be cooked. So I'm adding all my cream in there. Now if you don't want to add the whole can in there, this is a 7.6 flash ounces. If you don't want to add all that in there, that's okay. We're a family of 5, so we're gonna eat this, and then I'll probably have leftovers for tomorrow. So that's why I'm just gonna go ahead. I don't like to leave half cans in the fridge, so I'm just gonna add the whole thing in there. Now mix it up really well. Cover it and let it cook for another 15 minutes on medium low. Once it's completely cooked through, you want to make sure you give it a really a taste test, because this really depends on all the flavors. At the end, if you feel like you need to add salt or green chilies or even cumin and coriander, that's the time you can add it. But at this time, we are completely done cooking our chicken korma. At this time, I'm just gonna cover it and let it cook until it is completely cooked through. The chicken has been cooking for about 12 minutes. Haven't opened it, and let's go ahead and open it. I'm going to show you how you know that the curry is done. You see here that there's oil. You see that oil on top that's floating? That's perfect. We only added 4 total tablespoons of oil in this dish. So also the cream has also taken out some. So that is perfect. Now, the most important thing is you want to do a taste test. Make sure that the gravy is super delicious. If you need to add lemon, salt, chilies, and if you even wanted to add a little bit of garam masala on top, you can do so. I think I'm gonna need a little bit of salt in here, but spiciness wise, it's perfect. And it's a very silky, really nice gravy, and we got enough gravy. So I'll add my salt, and then I'm gonna dish it out and show you what it looks like. So I plated it, and I know and you know that I did a taste test, added that salt. So I'm not gonna do another taste test right now. I'm gonna have this with rice. You can serve this with pilau. You can serve this with rice that has cumin in it. Lots of varieties. You can eat it with naan. And if you haven't checked out some of the videos I have about my layered parathas and other different parathas that I've made, you can check that out. The taste is amazing. The gravy is really nice and silky and super delicious, you know, with not putting any tomatoes or turmeric or paste that I usually love. I was thinking that this dish will come out bland, but it has really turned out really delicious. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscriber button and hit that bell on the side so that you can get all the notifications when I upload my video. And I have a lot of videos that I have been working on, so make sure that you subscribe. I'm also on Pinterest, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I also have a page on Facebook that you can go to. It's Raihana's Cuisines. I usually put up all my videos on there. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time with another great video.